Right now, live at 5, one step closer. The FDA confirms the efficacy of a COVID vaccine, bringing a rollout that much closer.
We hear from Northland leaders following the announcement of the state's COVID-19 vaccine plan.
More resources are coming to those in Douglas County with mental health concerns.
Plus, what to do with Duluth's tourism tax collections. Mayor Emily Larson lays out her plans.
You're watching Live at 5 on Live Local CBS3.
Welcome to the CBS3 News Live at 5. Here's a live look from Spirit Mountain. Duluth Mayor Emily Larson is outlining what organizations will receive their share of tourism tax dollars. Spirit Mountain will be among those that will benefit from a big chunk. We'll have more on that in just a few minutes. Good evening, I'm Anthony Matt. Kristen is off tonight. Thanks for joining us. Pfizer's COVID-19 vaccine is entering the final phase of review by U.S. government regulators. This as the number of hospitalizations and deaths continue to rise in many parts of the country. Tanya Backus reports from California, where most residents are under a 3-week stay-at-home order.
The FDA released a positive review of Pfizer's vaccine Tuesday, saying it is strongly protective against COVID-19 and appears safe.
This vaccine actually was tested even because of the scrutiny with even higher standards in terms of how we do things.
Thursday, during a live debate, a group of independent experts will go over the FDA's findings and vote on whether to recommend the vaccine. An emergency use authorization could follow. The White House held a vaccine summit Tuesday to discuss the government's evaluation process and distribution. Vaccine executives were invited, but both Pfizer and Moderna declined. President Trump kicked off the indoor event.
Nobody thought it was even remotely possible to do what we've done in a period of less than 9 months.
Cases of coronavirus in the U.S. account for a third of all cases worldwide. Here in California, hospitals are at 80% capacity, and most of the state is under a 3-week lockdown.
The epidemic in the U.S. is punishing. It's widespread. It's quite frankly shocking, to see 1 to 2 persons a minute die in the U.S.
In St. Paul, Minnesota, Dr. Benji Matthews says his hospital is stretched thin.
This patient over here is prone on a ventilator, having a feeding tube in place.
The Kentucky State House has a wreath to honor the more than 2,000 residents who've died from COVID. Robert Perry Jr. is among them. Family members say they begged him to wear a mask.
And he said, if the Lord allows me to get through this, I'll never leave home without wearing a mask again. It took that trip to the hospital and what he was going through to finally realize COVID is real.
Perry was 56 years old.
The FDA will review Moderna's vaccine next week. Meanwhile, Minnesota leaders are explaining how the vaccine will get from production facilities to your arm. Governor Tim Walz estimates the first doses could arrive later this week. They'll be shipped to key hospitals around the state. From there, they'll be delivered to smaller clinics, although Walz did not immediately say how. As far as who gets the vaccine and when, the state has created a priority system. Healthcare workers and long-term care residents are first, then essential workers. After that, adults with high-risk medical conditions or those 65 and older. Walz hopes the majority of Minnesotans will be vaccinated by next year. He adds this is not the time to forget about social distancing and mask wearing.
The vaccine's a fire hose, and it's a pretty darn big one. But even at that, the fire is so big, it's hard to put it out. Our job can be to shrink the fire by not getting it to spread, and the vaccine will help us put it out.
Walz says they've accounted for a lot of scenarios, including blizzards, dry ice shortages, and more. He says it's important to remember that both Pfizer and Moderna's vaccines require 2 doses, about a month apart. Meanwhile, Wisconsin's vaccine rollout will be very similar to Minnesota's. Healthcare workers and long-term care residents will get theirs first, followed by people over 65 and those with underlying health conditions. Health officials say the general population likely will not be immunized until late summer or early fall. Meanwhile, Wisconsin's governor is encouraging everyone to shop local. Governor Tony Evers says the state has given local businesses more than $360 million in CARES Act money since the pandemic started. While it is a big help, he's asking you to keep local businesses in mind this holiday season.
You can do that by shopping locally, for example, by frequenting local bakeries and coffee shops, buying from local businesses virtually, or by tipping a little extra when you can.
Wisconsin currently has an executive order asking you to consider staying home. The state's restaurants, bars, retail, and more are open for in-person services. Serving those with a mental health crisis can be a challenge in the Northland's more rural areas. One organization in Douglas County is hoping new grant funding will bring more resources to the area. CBS3's Emma Quinn spoke with mental health response team members to learn about their goals.
The Mental Health Coordinated Community Response Team is a group of first responders, social workers, and others in the mental health field. The goal of their group is to provide more services to those in Douglas County, and new funding is helping make that possible. The response team recently received more than $400,000 in grant funding from the Advancing a Healthier Wisconsin Endowment Fund. That funding will be distributed to the response team over the next 3 years. The goal is to create new response models for mental health crises, community outreach, and bring more services to the rural community. Response team members say most often people are brought to the emergency room when having a crisis, and it doesn't help in the long run.
We're trying to create a new model in Douglas County so that when somebody's in a mental health crisis, they can actually get a response that is focused on what it is that they need and natural supports from like people and friends and maybe neighbors that could actually be a part of helping them.
Response members say due to insurance and transportation barriers, residents in Douglas County don't always have access to mental health resources across the bridge in Duluth. The response team received this funding over a year ago. Work did begin, but the pandemic put things on hold until now.
All right, thanks, Emma. The team was first assembled in 2013 after community input and focus groups felt more resources were needed. Well, within the last half hour, we've learned the names of the 2 St. Louis County deputies involved in a fatal shooting Saturday on the Iron Range. The BCA identified the deputies as Ryan Smith and Matt Tomsich. Smith has been with the department for 11 years, Tomsich for 12. The BCA says the 2 deputies fired their guns following a foot chase in Mountain Iron, killing 19-year-old Esteban Ilioff of Virginia. County authorities said he ran from deputies who were investigating a shoplifting report. Apparently, there's no body cam or dash cam footage of the shooting, and there were no other witnesses. Authorities did say they recovered a knife from the scene. Now, both deputies are on standard administrative leave while the BCA finishes their investigation. Once that's complete, it will be turned over to the St. Louis County Attorney's Office. Stay with us for more updates. Dave's here for a quick look at the weather. Now, Dave, it didn't seem like it was going to be cold based on looking at the thermometer, but boy, was it chilly out there today, or at least felt chilly.
Yeah, that humidity content on the gray sky makes it feel colder than it really was.
Okay.
We're actually warmer than normal by several degrees. This morning's low temps, for example, were in the 20s for a lot of towns and upper 20s to boot, and that indeed is warmer than normal and likely will stay that way again come tomorrow morning. Daytime highs tomorrow might be getting close to 40, and that should happen probably with a little bit of sunshine. Things are going to change up, and hopefully then Tony doesn't feel so chilly. It'll be a dry high coming in to make things sunny for our Wednesday, but perhaps only for Wednesday. First, we'll take a look at the day planner for Wednesday, which says we should be partly sunny to clear to partly cloudy as the day goes on. Morning start at 27, afternoon finish around 40. Now, we've been talking about a snow chance for a couple of days. Now it looks like beginning Thursday, it may tickle a couple of towns near the Canadian border, but frankly, the chance for payoff for the rest of us has gone down. We'll talk about how far coming up in a few more minutes.
Thanks, Dave. Still to come on Live at 5, a historic site could soon become a new housing development in Ashland, plus a countywide ban on gatherings in Bayfield. City by City is up next. And tonight at 6, with the vaccine plan announced by Governor Tim Walz, we are hearing from Northland leaders about how distribution will work in communities away from the Twin Cities.
You're watching Live at 5 with Kristen Vaki, Anthony Matt, and weather with meteorologist Dave Anderson on Live Local CBS3. When severe weather hits, tune to CBS3 for up-to-date coverage morning and night.
New phone?
Yeah, I got a new one when I switched over to Spectrum Mobile. They're faster overall and more reliable.
They all say that. It's just jibber jabber.
Jibber jabber?
Yeah, you know, balderdash.
Hooey. What? Did you sense any flapdoodle?
What is flapdoodle?
I think it's like hemming and hawing.
With a little bit of hogwash.
No, they're just faster and more reliable.
Okie dokie. No flim flam.
Spectrum Mobile gives you the fastest overall speeds and the most reliable service coast to coast. It's a better way to mobile. Spectrum Mobile.
The holidays are coming, but Toyotathon's already here with great year-end deals for that special someone. Trust me, these work way better than mistletoe.
Toyota, let's go places.
Hit the slopes this winter with Alpine skis from Continental Ski and Bike. Come in and browse our massive selection of Alpine skis, or let our highly skilled technicians tune up your current skis so you're all set for your next adventure.
At Papa Murphy's, we knead seriously, chop seriously, and shred seriously. Because we're serious about Tuesdays, even if you're not. Every Tuesday, get a large pizza for just $10. Papa Murphy's. Change the way you pizza.
Complying with national guidelines is made easy with the CBS commercial touchless forehead thermometer. The instant read LCD digital display yields an accurate body temperature reading from 2 to 4 inches within half a second. From schools, offices, shops, and all other public places, keep yourself safe and compliant with a hands-free thermometer that's easy to install and easier to use. Visit www.cetusonline.com. That is CETUSonline.com.
This is a special announcement from Prime Appliance. Black November pricing will continue the entire month of December. Prime Appliance knows it's been a rough year. To make it a little bit better, our gift to you is Black November pricing all through the entire month of December. If you need appliances, now is the time. All washers and dryers, ranges, freezers, refrigerators, microwaves, dishwashers, 4-piece kitchen suites, everything has Black November pricing. Financing always available. You can take it home today or you can let the pros deliver it to you. Prime Appliance is the only place to buy your appliances. Come in and let us prove it to you.
Welcome back to the CBS3 News Live at 5. Here's a live look over the city of Duluth on this Tuesday evening. Dave Anderson will have your full weather forecast coming up in just a few minutes. But first, let's take a quick look around the region. A new housing development in Ashland, plus using art to raise money in Grand Rapids. That and more as we take you around the Northland, city by city. Starting things off in Bayfield, where the county is putting a stop to all in-person gatherings as COVID-19 cases continue to rise. The order covers any gatherings of non-related people in a space that prevents them from maintaining a 6-foot social distance for 10 minutes. The order is expected to last until January 3rd. Moving now to Ashland, where the historic Wilmarth Mansion could soon be the site of a $7.5 million housing development. The proposal would convert the mansion and surrounding villas into single housing units. The building's owner has applied to the Ashland City Council for development permits and tax credits in order to fund the project. If approved, the project is planned to begin in 2022. And finally, we'll finish off in Grand Rapids, where the area library is raising money through the sale of one-of-a-kind note cards designed by area artist and muralist Adam Swanson. The note cards are $20 a pack and available for purchase at the Grand Rapids area library. Swanson has also done several mural projects across the city. If there's something going on in your neighborhood that you think we should know about, send us an email and it might be featured as we go around the Northland, city by city. Still to come on Live at 5, how tourism tax dollars could soon be spent here in Duluth.
And here's a live look at Virginia, the intersection there near the mall and Highway 53. And the streets are dry right now, but once we get towards Thursday, Iron Range towns may finally break the snow drought, and the rest of us could follow suit Friday and Saturday. But the chance of doing so has dropped. We'll talk about the latest odds for snow this weekend coming up after our break.
Our MediaCom customers, thank you.
We just want to say thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for trusting us to keep your family connected.
We'll do whatever it takes.
Yep, we got you.
Thank you so much for being patient and your support.
You all are the reason that we do what we do, and we couldn't do it without you.
So thank you. We appreciate you, and please stay safe.
Thank you for being a part of our MediaCom family.
You're the best.
Thank you.
I set you free. I told you could.
My husband's parents were visiting, and I promised them a home-cooked meal, except my boss had a different idea. He tells me, hold your horses. I call my husband, and I say, I'm slammed, and he's like, Quick Trip, and I'm like, bingo. At Quick Trip, I say, what's good tonight? And the Quick Trip guy is like, everything, but I go for the hand-breaded fried chicken, and I go, make that ×4. Being none the wiser, my mother-in-law is like, I always said she's a keeper. I'll run with that.
Quick Trip, we got you covered.
At
At Hannah Johnson Fabrics, we put love, creativity, and talent into everything that we make. This holiday season, check out our beautiful selection of holiday fabrics and material. Our fabulous team can help you find the perfect materials for your project. We even have perfect laser print kits for mask making. We offer online shopping, curbside pickup, and 2-day FedEx Express delivery. Be sure to follow us on Instagram and Facebook and tune in for our Facebook Lives on Thursday nights. Happy holidays from all of us at Hannah Johnson Fabrics.
When severe weather hits, tune to CBS3 for up-to-date coverage morning and night.
Fond du Lac Casino is having a sock drive now through December 15th.
Coming up tonight, new funding is bringing more mental health resources to those in Douglas County.
Looks like we could finally get some snow this weekend. Will it be a lot or just a little? I'll tell you the latest.
Tonight at 6 on CBS3. To stay up to date with the news and weather that impacts you and your community, continue watching CBS3. For coverage that matters most to you, tune to CBS3. Now, the CBS3 Duluth Weather Max forecast with meteorologist Dave Anderson.
Almanac today says the stats include a normal high of 24 and a normal low of 10 above. Today we were warmer than normal for each account here, 35 for the high, 28 for the low, and maybe another day or so is going to be warm like this. In fact, tomorrow we could be 39 or 40 degrees here in the Twin Ports and much of the rest of the region, almost within shouting distance then of the record high, 45 from 1990. But as we get towards the weekend, temperatures will cool. They'll be cool enough to support the chance for snow that's coming our way, but the latest models indicate the chance for snow has gone down to maybe only 20%. But we'll give you the latest theories on that here in a little bit. We'll start, of course, with our current conditions at the airport in Duluth. It's 33 degrees there at this moment. 78% is our relative humidity with a westerly wind. It's going 13 miles per hour. 29.79 inches of mercury is the current barometric pressure, and that's actually lower than it's been for the past couple of days. So we still have a trough of lower pressure, a narrow one over our area, keeping the clouds up. But that'll go away tomorrow as high pressure takes over to bring back sunshine, if only for a day. Current temps in the Upper Peninsula go from 31 in Watersmeet to 33 towards Ironwood and Bessemer. And in much of northern Wisconsin, we're running 32 to 35, even 36. Towards Red Cliff and La Pointe, it's 36. Superior's in the middle of the pack at 34. And it's 32 degrees currently for many places in east central Minnesota, though Cloquet is a bit warmer, Carleton as well. Mid-30s for much of the North Shore, lower 30s for the Iron Ranges, and mid-30s towards border country. If we do get a snow chance coming our way, it's folks around International Falls towards Ely that will have the best chance of getting anything from Thursday in through Saturday. And we'll talk about that too in just a little bit after we take a look at the current Doppler map, which shows with the clouds out there from a trough of lower pressure going that way, we are trying to get a couple of snow showers popping up, skirting along the Canadian border. A little bit of mix as well, but since the high pressures have been dominating us for so long, that's going to change up. Our trough of low pressure goes to the east. It stays mild for tomorrow, and higher pressure, another cell of it coming our way, will make things dry and sunny for Wednesday. But again, come Thursday, that's when this low pressure system will probably take a run mostly to the southeast of our area, but its northern fringes could start bringing flurries and light snow to the Canadian border here on Thursday. And then into Friday and Saturday, there's about a 20% chance the rest of us will get a little bit of light snow, but light snow means probably less than 2 inches. But the way things have been going, that's the best shot we've had in about 2 weeks. Tonight in Minnesota, low temps go 23 inland, 30 by the lake, mostly cloudy sky. And it's mostly cloudy towards Wisconsin and the UP with low temps there, 24 to 29. Tomorrow, Wisconsin and the Upper Peninsula, you get a clear to partly cloudy sky with high temps 40 to 45 degrees. Minnesota's range is a little bit lower, 37 to 43, but all zones will be warmer than normal and with sunshine. So again, our friend Tony shouldn't feel so chilly. Clouds go back up Thursday, and like I mentioned, northern Minnesota may start to get a little light snow, and then there's a 20% chance the rest of us will get a little bit here Friday through Saturday. And the chance goes away by Sunday, and then temperatures become a little more seasonable, back to normal, Tony, once we get to the latter part of the weekend. 24 for a high, 15 for a low.
Okay, you know, I was just talking to one of my friends today. He said there's already 6 inches of ice or so on parts of Fish Lake. And I got to imagine with the limited amount of sticking snow we've had this year, it's got to be some good ice fishing out there.
And I've heard the skaters have been out enjoying places like Burnside near Ely, you know, a little natural ice rink that goes for acre upon acre.
There you go.
There's a certain charm to that, but be careful.
Yeah.
You know, in the Coast Guard Auxiliary family, we urge people to, even in winter on the ice, wear a life jacket under your parka.
It is very unpredictable. Thanks, Dave. Duluth leaders are expecting a big drop in tourism tax revenue next year. That's left them with a big choice on where to spend it. The city's tourism tax is a 1.5% sales tax collected on food and beverage sales and hotel spending. That money is used to support tourism in the city. Mayor Emily Larson expects the city to collect $9 million next year. However, that's a 25% less than last year's projections. They'll also have to dip into the reserve for about $700,000. Larson is proposing that money go to the Deck, Spirit Mountain, the Lake Superior Zoo, and other organizations. She says it was less about merit than it is about risk.
I think that it's really about what are the layers of obligations and entwinement we have with some of these organizations that will require, if we don't support them this year in this way, put them at a substantially greater risk.
The City Council has to officially give its approval still. Larson says they didn't take applications for tourism tax money this year. Instead, the city looked at where they were lawfully obligated to spend the money. They will be funding 9 fewer organizations this year. Online learning can be tough for both students and parents. Is trying to fix that. The Family Wellness Center of Duluth started an online course this week. It helps parents learn how to support their child's mental health while remote learning. They want parents to realize they are not going at this alone.
Well, we see a lot of stressed caregivers feeling like they have to do it all. And we really want them to know that there is support out there, that we don't have to do it all ourselves, and that there are other people that can help you share the load.
The online course will be available for free because you first. Well, it's 11-year-old. And because of that, he requires association twice a day. Tommy's very affectionate and loves to sit on a warm blanket and be pet. You never have to guess when he's hungry because he will let you know by placing his bowl at your feet. Tommy's looking for a loyal friend whose love matches his own. If you think you might be up for that, you can set up an appointment to adopt Tommy by calling the number on your screen. Still to come, one of the biggest tragedies ever to hit the music world occurred 40 years ago today. How John Lennon's music still lives on.
Northwest Outlet is #1 when it comes to kids' winter clothing from the North Face and Columbia. Shopping Northwest Outlet for kids is a pleasure because they carry everything to keep them warm and dry in sizes infant to extra large for you. Jackets, winter coats, snow pants, bibs, mitts, gloves, hats, and smart wool socks, and winter boots from Kamek and Baffin and more. So keep the kids warm and dry this winter with the best from the North Face and Columbia. Shop Northwest Outlet, the children's winter clothing store, 1814 Belknap Superior. Happy holidays, everyone.
At iMart Express, it's just the right price. 2 pairs of glasses start under $40. Using insurance? We accept over 1,000 plans, and using your benefits is as easy as 1, 2, 3. No insurance? No problem. Glasses to fit your budget. It's just the right price. Only at iMart Express.
At Miners National Bank of Evelyn, we know it takes knowledge, dedication, and teamwork to be the home loan experts. With over 115 years and 4 family generations, we have proven we have the experience to be the best in the business. For your first or next home loan, call the experts you can trust at Miners National Bank. Their teamwork is unmatched, and they will bump out any rough spots along the way.
Make your house a home with Miners National Bank.
Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Here are some quick tips for a safer shopping experience. Though reusable bags are great for the environment, they can be a carrier for bacteria. Before shopping, please wash all bags. Try to keep 6 feet or 2 shopping carts of distance between you and other shoppers. Plan ahead so your trip can be quick and efficient. Though cash is accepted at most businesses, cash can transfer bacteria. When possible, try to use cards to lessen the risk of spreading illness. With your help, we can keep our neighbors healthy and workers safe.
Spread holiday cheer and save more than ever at Arrowhead Supply.
Right now, give $50 or more to charity and get $400 off Touchless Mayfair recliners in all Paloma leather colors and $300 off most other stressless recliners. Plus, save hundreds more with $200 off every sofa seat you buy. 'Tis the season to give a little and save big on stressless furniture. Shop Arrowhead Supply in Duluth and Virginia.
I'm Steve Little with Bath Planet. Safety is our top priority, so our workers are following all CDC guidelines to ensure the safety of both our customers and employees. Get your dream bathroom for $0 down, 0 interest, and 0 payments till 2022. All of our products are backed by the Good Housekeeping Seal of Approval and come with a lifetime warranty. For a free estimate, call us today or go online to book your appointment. Bath Planet, out of this world service, down to earth price.
Hey Bulldog fans, it only happens once a year. The annual holiday sale at UMD stores. Save 25% on the entire stock of UMD wear and gifts for Bulldog fans of all ages. December 9th through the 15th. Gift cards are always the right size, and for a limited time, receive a holiday bonus card with each $50 UMD stores gift card purchase. Visit us on the UMD campus, open weekdays and weekends, or shop online anytime at umdstores.com.
For coverage that matters most to you, tune to CBS3.
Today marks 4 decades since one of the greatest tragedies,
Touchless Mayfair recliners in all,
the death of John Lennon. Michael George looks back at that day and the legacy Lennon leaves behind.
Fans of John Lennon came together at the memorial in Central Park known as Strawberry Fields.
One of the greatest artists, philosophers, humanitarians.
Some of these fans were also right here on that tragic night 40 years ago when the Beatles legend was gunned down outside his apartment at the age of 40.
Came here at night with a big crowd of people and sang songs and cried. Very sad day I'll never forget.
I was, driving along a road and a song came on and it just hit me. And the tears started flowing.
Charles Rosenay is a Beatles expert who published a magazine about the band. He says Lennon was one of the most influential musicians of all time, but his death transcended music.
What we lost that night was not the killing of one rock star. What we lost is somebody who till today would have probably given us great insight.
Lennon's widow, Yoko Ono, marked the day, tweeting that his death was a hollowing experience and that she and his son missed
open weekdays and weekends. Or shop
a sad
at umdstores.com.
John with the great joy he brought to the world.
Imagine all the people.
And
today marks 4 decades.
John Lennon's legacy lives on. Fans like Mike Egan say his music and his message of peace are timeless.
Just a legend, taken too soon, and it's just really amazing that we have this place to keep remembering him by.
Still inspiring millions, a generation after he left us.
The man convicted of killing Lennon, Mark David Chapman, remains behind bars in an upstate New York prison. We'll be right back after the break.
Change the future of medicine from the convenience of home. Join the All of Us research program to help improve health research and speed up medical breakthroughs. Visit essentialhealth.org/allofus to learn more.
Arby's, 2 for $6 every day. Chicken, beef, gyros. 2 of those things for just $6. Arby's, we have the meat.
So you made it all the way up to the North Pole?
Yep, and the South. But I need good Medicare coverage so I can keep exploring.
Well, we have Medicare Advantage plans. Some starting at $0 a month.
Can I find them online?
Yeah, absolutely. Or you can give us a call.
Sounds good.
Well, our stop is just up ahead.
So that was the shortest ride I think I've ever been on.
Yeah, quarantine legs. Gotta work those muscles back up.
Hey ladies, are you tired of being cooped up? How about a girls' getaway? Get outside and play. Come to Ashland, Wisconsin and enjoy our beautiful scenery, yummy food, and our quaint little town. Be a kid again. Grab the girlfriends and spend a few days in Ashland. There's all sorts of things to do for big ones and little ones. Have some fun in Ashland, where you'll find yourself next to the water. Visit ashland.com.
Blackbeard Casino Resorts is excited to bring you Frosty Free Play. Join us every Saturday in December from 10 a.m. to 2 a.m. Players Club members have the chance to win $10 in free play after earning 30 points. After earning 30 points, players swipe their Players Club card at any kiosk and win $10 in free play. Plus, you can win up to 4 times a day. That's a maximum of 4 swipes a day and a total of $40 in free play won. We can't wait to see you at the Bear every Saturday in December for Frosty Free Play. Make the Bear your place.
Live, local, CBS3. Men's Wardrobe by Mainstream Fashions for Men. The annual gift giver sale is going on now through December 31st. Mainstream, downtown Duluth.
Welcome back to the CBS3 News Live at 5. Here's a live look from Canal Park on this Tuesday evening. Now let's take a quick look at some of today's top stories and a peek at what's still coming up tonight at 6. Just days before the FDA considers approving the country's first COVID-19 vaccine, Minnesota leaders are explaining how that shot will get from the production facilities to your arm. Governor Tim Walz estimates that by the end of the month, the state will have received 183,000 doses, some of them being Pfizer's vaccine and others Moderna's. Wisconsin health officials say most people will probably have to wait months to get their first COVID-19 vaccine shot. State health leaders say healthcare workers and long-term care residents could get their first shots by the end of the month. That's when the state expects to receive about 50,000 doses. And tonight at 6 o'clock, bars and restaurants in Wisconsin have been experiencing an influx of Minnesota customers since the state closed bars and restaurants in mid-November. We'll have more details coming up tonight on what measures the city of Superior could take to deter these border crossings. That's your news at 5. The evening news is next. We'll see you again at 6. Thanks for watching.